Hello, welcome back to Shit They Don't Tell You. I'm Nikki Limo.
Hello, everybody. It's the Iceman, aka Crypto King here. What's up?
And, you know, we listen to you, right? And you have given us feedback that you really enjoy the Am I the Asshole segments. So we actually enjoy them as well.
We love them.
So it's Kismet. We have...
Which is a Jewish saying.
Is it?
I believe so.
All right.
It's
I
like,
believe
yeah,
it.
it's like good. It's like yay.
I heard it used enough times that I was like, I like that word. It's cool.
Same.
Anyway, serendipitous, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's a Jewish saying.
Yeah. Anyway, we selected a few more Am I the Assholes to judge people about and let you know if we think that they are the assholes. In previous episodes of this, we have had dissenting opinions from the Reddit commenter section.
Correct.
But I don't mind it. I like not knowing what they said before I make my statements.
Listen, we love nothing more than riling y'all up and generating clicks.
Clicks.
Okay, that's what it's all about. So, speaking of that,
What?
am I the asshole for not telling my friend's parents that she died?
Wait, what? Excuse me?
Isn't that something you immediately go,
Excuse me?
yeah, you're the asshole. It's just like, hey, I read the title, you're the asshole. I don't need to delve deeper.
How good a friend is it?
Okay, check this out. I, 22 male, had a childhood best friend named Luna, 23 female. We were very close, and she lived across the street from me and even went to the same school. I loved her so much, and she was honestly there for me in times where no one was, and she was a sister I never had.
Aw.
Luna was raised in a strict Christian household, and her parents were very religious. Luna came out to them as bisexual when she was 17 years old, and they kicked her out and told her never to come back. She then lived with my family and I for a year. When she became 18, she started working her ass off with various jobs. I was there for her, and I know what she felt and how alone and betrayed she felt by her family. And I still get mad when I remember how exhausted she looked at the time. She used to live in a tiny studio apartment. She did her best. She sadly couldn't afford to go to college, and she had no other choice than working as a stripper and a McDonald's cashier.
Okay.
Why did you laugh?
I didn't.
I know. Good job. Because you know what? That tested me. Putting those two things together tested me.
A stripper and a McDonald's
Yeah,
worker?
because I'm just reading text and I'm like, dude, this guy's like, is he going for jokes? I don't know what's he doing. Okay. 2 months ago, I had received the devastating news that Luna had died from reasons I am not comfortable sharing.
Wait. Sorry. When you said Luna died, I was thinking of the crypto and I was
Tell
like,
me
yeah,
about it.
R.I.P.
Tell me about it. All
Okay,
right.
yeah, sorry. That I did not mean to laugh at that part, but
you did.
But
you
when
monster.
I didn't expect Luna to die either.
Billions of dollars in market cap.
None of us
Vanished
expected
overnight, Nikki.
Luna to
Limo,
die.
have you no shame?
No.
No sympathy for the wrecked.
No.
Okay. Well, neither did Three O's Capital.
So
Neither did
you're gonna have to rewind it back.
Alameda. Okay. So 2 months ago, I'd received the devastating news that Luna had died from various reasons I am not comfortable sharing. I was and still am very sad and feel like a part of me is gone. Her funeral was paid by me and our friend group, and it was a small funeral, small attendance. Her friends, their parents, plus mine. No one reached out to her parents because they hadn't contacted her or asked about her since the day they had kicked her out.
Wow.
This one's kind of a conundrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last week, her parents called me and asked about Luna. And I said, it's about 50 cents each.
Shut up.
I asked them why they were asking about her suddenly. They told me they had been thinking about her for the past 3 months and missed their daughter dearly. They told me they learned a lot about the LGBTQ community and were hoping to apologize and reconcile with her, but couldn't find her number. And that's when I told them she had died. They didn't believe me at first. And then that turned into anger. They yelled at me. They told me how selfish it was for no one to tell them that their own daughter had died. And if I had bothered to tell them, they would have been there for her funeral and helped with the preparations, and maybe they could have even prevented her death. Guilt, right? Guilt.
Well,
Guilt.
they couldn't
Just
have
guilt.
prevented
Just
the
guilt.
death, but
Just
they could
guilt.
have helped with the funeral for sure.
Just guilt. I heard that her dad went to a depressive episode after that. Her mom's on the verge of a mental breakdown. And I know they kicked her out, but a part of me still feels like it was wrong of me not to tell them about her passing. She was still their daughter, and maybe I owed them that. I don't know. I want unbiased point of view. What does Reddit think? Am I the asshole for not telling them, or was that the consequences of their actions? This is a toughie, isn't it?
It is a toughie because it's not like necessarily his responsibility to tell them, but also if that's the only contact, then yeah, I mean, it is hard. That I mean, if they're comfortable enough to call him to check on their daughter, then I would assume that they have a good enough relationship that he probably should have told them. Also, there's just so much missing information. Like, how did he find out that she died? Like, how did she die? I guess we don't need to know how she died.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I was withholding that because I wanted to get your reaction. So there's an edit to this at the bottom, right? It says, for those who are asking, and by the way, this is from Confused Guy 1992I, to give credit. He says, for those who are asking if her parents were not informed of her death as of her next of kin, her parents disowned her. So next of kin was her aunt, mother's sister, and she is the one who gave me the news.
Oh.
The aunt isn't close with the family either and had issues with them, so she didn't tell them either.
Okay, so that changes everything.
Helps a little bit, right?
Yeah, to me, honestly, that changes everything.
See, but I wanted you to just judge, and then I was going to own you. So I'm sad that you didn't just
needed
judge.
to know all the information.
Yeah, I am sad about that.
Yeah, I do tend to need to know all the information.
React to the title, and I'm kind of disappointed by that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to disappoint. The aunt is responsible. If she is the one that knew first, and she's actually related to the family, and she's the next of kin. I wonder, though, how the aunt found out.
Don't ask for the world, Limo.
I know, but like
Jesus.
how... The random, like a random
the worst
death.
thing is he's like, I won't tell you why. And I'm like, what? It's just text, dude. What do you mean you're not going to tell us how she died? What are you talking about? It's just text, brother.
Like, was she murdered? Was it foul play?
Like, did you kill her with your hands?
Yeah.
Like, for reasons I'm not comfortable sharing. Well, because I killed her with a towel.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, there's just a lot of information that would determine whether or not you were an asshole for not telling.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
And also, he should have, because he knew Luna, he should have seen the death spiral coming. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He'd been spending a lot of time with Luna.
Exactly. And he knew about the death spiral. And
he got greedy.
Yeah, he got greedy. That's what happens. I'm telling you, with these Lunas.
He thought that it would,
that's what you think.
She'd just keep living on
You're
forever.
so sure. You're fully staked.
She had aspirations of going to the moon.
14%, getting $14,000 a month. You're like, I can't lose. I can't lose knowing Luna. And then guess what? Her aunt comes in with the bad news. Death spiral.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's easy to joke because there's just text and no photos or nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So this one.
Did you think he was the asshole?
No. I think her family's the asshole.
Yeah. Her family's definitely an asshole, but it sounds like they wanted to.
But we didn't know that they were cool later. We found out later.
Right. People change all the time.
Exactly.
But, I mean, it's a little too late because their daughter passed already, and which is why they're feeling anger because they didn't get closure.
Let's say that my folks, which they're not, but let's say that they're the biggest homophobes that ever lived.
Yeah.
And then they found out that I win the lottery. And they're like, oh, Steven, you won the lottery. We love you. We accept you so deeply.
It's not quite the same analogy because they came to apologize before they found out she was dead.
It's not the best analogy, but to me, it's like, it kind of just sums up like the sentiment. It's like, we accept you. Well, we love you, the idea of you, but now we want a piece of you late in the game. And I just think, I don't know, I find that a little bit hokey.
Huh. I disagree with that.
Okay.
Because I feel like when you grow and become better as a person, like you start to understand more. I've definitely changed my hard opinions on many things, which later I was a little bit remorseful that I was so outspoken on. I can't tell you I guess I like there's still like controversial topics like abortion and stuff or suicide. I can't talk about that. Like after
she's talking about demonetization policies and censorship.
Sure. Well, and like I don't really. I know there's a lot of people that are going to feel a certain way no matter what. But okay, ending your life, I really thought that was a very selfish thing, and I was very
Me too.
outspoken about how it's so.
It's the most selfish thing
you
can do.
It's the most selfish thing, and like all this stuff. But then when I actually went through it, I was like, oh, I thought I was helping them, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it just really changed my whole world and made me a lot more empathetic to people who have succeeded in doing that rather than feeling anger at what they did to their families, basically. And I think that once you learn and grow and have a change of perspective, it's okay to go back and want to say, hey, sorry, I fucked up.
That's mature.
You know, and like, it sounds like that's what they did.
Yeah.
And so I don't even think, I mean, they did an asshole thing in the past by having a harsh judgment about something that they didn't understand.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like they went and sought understanding and then wanted to make it right.
Just to complete the circle, for me, it's just about, so the friends in is basically like, hi, I'm your friend and your parents don't like that you're bi.
Yeah.
So my understanding of you is that you're not cool with your parents. So why would he reach out awkwardly to your parents when you pass away when it seems like you guys are completely estranged?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes this person the asshole.
I don't think they're the asshole either.
Yeah, but you said that.
No, I didn't.
I know, exactly. Okay,
Jerko.
let's make it a little lighter now.
Fine. Yeah, make it lighter.
We're going to make it lighter. Am I the asshole? And Mark, cut to her saying that. Thank you. We finally got her.
Yes.
Am I the asshole?
You're the asshole.
For turning
Steve
off
Green.
For turning off my girlfriend's alarm clock after she hit snooze too many times, causing her to oversleep and then be late to work.
Ooh,
my girlfriend and I live together. She wakes up at 6 a.m. to get to work at 7 a.m. Every morning. Her alarm starts going off at 5 a.m. and she hits snooze over and over before she finally crawls out of bed at 6 a.m. So we're talking like, isn't it every 9 minutes or some shit?
yeah. That's hard, especially if you're not.
This motherfucker is dealing with it, right? He's just getting fucking, it's like having hot sauce doused in his ears.
That would piss me that would piss me off.
Every day?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. She finally calls out of bed at 6 a.m. to be in the bathroom getting ready for 45 minutes before she leaves. I work from home, don't need to wake up till 8:30 a.m. I enjoy sleeping in until then.
Yeah, I would sleep in a different room.
It fucking maddens me, he says, that the alarm goes off constantly from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. and destroys my sleep and my morning.
Yeah.
I brought this up with her and she's defended the habit and refused to quit because, number one, she says it's the only way she can get up in the morning. Number two, she has to drive to work for a job and she starts much earlier than mine. And I work from home and I should be accommodating to her and empathetic that she has to wake up so early and drive. After months of this, I told her the next time that her snooze went off, I'd turn off the alarm on her phone. This morning, I did that at 5 a.m. I reached over. I just turned off the alarm on the phone after she hit snooze the first time. She slept through to about 6:40 a.m., woke up, freaked out, ended up 10 minutes late to work. She's furious at me. Mm-hmm. But I insist I am right, and I will do the same thing tomorrow.
Bro, I mean, like, if you don't want a relationship anymore, just say that.
Just say it. He closes with, she needs to set her alarm for 6 a.m. when she actually gets up and forget the snooze feature even exists. Thoughts, Limo Green.
I think that a snooze of twice is fair.
Yeah, through the hour is insane.
Yeah, through the hour is insane.
Through the hour is insane.
It's too much. I also just don't think you guys can sleep in the same room. Like, honestly, like, my sleep is so important. It fucks with me so much to get woken up. And if I had to do that on a regular basis, getting woken up like that, I would start to resent whoever was setting the alarm, just anybody. Whoever's happened to be.
Anybody sleeping
whoever
with you,
sleeps
right?
next to me and is setting the alarm.
We've been finding out more and more lately.
Yeah. But I am definitely the person hitting the snooze alarm. I hit it like twice though.
Yeah, you're not a dick about it.
I usually set it to...
You do never, by the way, you've never, one time in our life as a married couple, 6 years married, 10 years together, responded to the first alarm and just gotten up. That's never happened one time.
No.
Never.
No, I know that about myself.
Yeah.
And that's why I can empathize with her.
Yeah.
Knowing that about herself, that she needs to set her alarm an hour before she actually intends to like wake up because she'll just fall back asleep. I do that too. But if it was every day and it interrupted your sleep, that would be That's just so mean. It's just mean.
Yeah.
And I think that like having separate rooms is definitely an option for the relationship.
Yeah, dude, sleeping bag on the floor in the living room.
Yeah,
brother.
or
Come
get
on.
like one of those pull-out couches, futons or whatever,
Yeah.
and then sleep together on the weekends.
Dude, you know your bitch spent like $30,000 at Target buying pillows. Just lay them on the ground and make it into a bed. Easy.
And if you can't do that, like, then I don't know, maybe you can't live together, or I mean, you're gonna have to work out something, because I just don't think she's gonna train her brain to wake up at the first alarm.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen for people.
It doesn't happen.
Most people.
Does anybody get? Hey, honestly, respond to
a
this.
poll.
Let us know. You respond to the first alarm, you get up immediately. I don't do that.
I don't know anyone that does that.
I don't know anyone who does that.
Everyone snoozes at least once.
I snooze twice.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a twicer.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not a thricer. I think thricers are greedy. I think that you're getting greedy.
Yeah, you're getting greedy.
You're getting greedy. You're playing with God, and God is in control of time, not you.
Yeah. I think my anxiety keeps me from doing it thrice. Although I've woken up like 4 seconds before the third one goes off before.
Dude, my internal anxiety clock starts as soon as I do the double snooze.
Yeah.
And then I barely get 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's
I
over.
agree.
Yeah,
It's the same
it's
thing.
over. I'm in the shower already. It's over. It's completely over.
I started thinking about how I'm not going to have enough time. And
Yep. Same. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
So is he the asshole or not?
He is.
I think he is
not,
I think he's the asshole for doing it after the first one.
Oh, okay. So he's like, I'll do it tomorrow too. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you were late to work today.
And he's
That's a
going
fair
to do it
point.
after the
I didn't
first
think
one.
of that. That's actually
he's
really
not
fair.
compromising. I think it's an asshole move for her to like do this every day. Maybe get a better sounding alarm, like nature sounds
Let me hit you
or
with
something.
this though. He's been dealing with this for a year.
Yeah.
Is this like he's trying to correct this behavior in a way and like just fight back, and who gives a fuck because he's just so sick of it? He has no sleep anyway.
He's sick of it for sure,
I
but
think that.
you can't just retaliate off of one day.
I think he's starting to retaliate, and like that's where this is like he's like finally pushing back against
Well,
the
then
lines.
he should have waited before posting on Emma the Asshole.
Well,
Because currently, I kind of think he's being an asshole. Think that there's
I
a
actually
middle.
disagree with you.
I think there's a middle ground that they can find.
I think there's a middle ground, but I
Yeah.
think he's got to push back first because she doesn't give a fuck what he thinks. So he's got to push back first.
Well, how do you know she doesn't give a fuck?
He just said, I just snoozed her bullshit at 5 a.m, and then she's like hating all over my ass. She's not empathetic to like his daily suffering.
But he's turning off over one snooze.
Look, I'm just saying.
One snooze.
Yeah, guess what? The one snooze is the one that fucks with him the most, obviously, because he's awake the whole next
No,
couple
that
hours.
doesn't fuck. It fucks with you when it goes off every 9 minutes for an hour. That's when it fucks with you.
Well, right, but imagine
One
that.
snooze.
Imagine that times 100 days in a row.
Okay.
Come on, you're
Well,
just done.
You signed up to sleep next to someone that you know has to wake up early.
How big's her butt?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think it's very big.
I don't think this
'Cause he's
relationship is
complaining
going to
about
last.
it online.
I think they're going to break up within 6 months, if not sooner.
I think you're probably right. But look, if your butt wasn't as big as it is,
Yeah,
I'd have left you long ago.
that's not true.
Okay, check this out. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that she knew what she was getting when she settled for my cast-off ex?
Excuse me?
Are you excited about this yet?
Cast off X?
Yeah, cast-off ex.
I don't know what this means.
Okay, well, let's go. If you told me years ago I'd be in this situation, I would have laughed. But here we go. My boyfriend suggested I get an outside perspective here. I, 26 female, was dating James, male, 26, for most of college, and we had plans to get engaged after graduation. 2 months before graduation, I caught him planning to cheat. Nothing physical seemed to happen yet, but he and another girl were making plans for a weekend, and he told me he was going for a quick visit home. Cheating is an instant deal breaker for me, so it was over. Instead of having a fight, I didn't say anything, just waited till after he left for, quote, home, texted him proof that I caught him, and good thing you're single now, have fun, in quotes. Then I blocked him on everything and went for a girls' weekend with girl friends. James lost his shit, spent a month trying to get in contact with me, or guilt friends into helping him. The few messages that got through, I trashed without even reading them. After a while, I thought he finally gave up. After a year later, my sister, 24 female, announced she wants to bring her boyfriend home to meet the family. We didn't realize she had a boyfriend. It's kind of curious, kind of weird.
Wait, her sister?
Yep, 24 female sister.
How old is the OG poster? OP?
26.
Okay.
She brings her parents were having a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
They told her to bring him. It was the guy. My parents were stunned, but they tried to pull it together. I just left. My sister called and tried to explain later that they had met at a party on campus and it was no big deal since I broke up with them. I told her I thought she could do better, but she could make her own mistakes. I just wouldn't be spending time around them. She got mad about it because her parents, quote, took my side.
Well, yeah.
Riders.
Good parents.
Riders.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Riders.
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 Riders ride. I don't get along with my sister at the best of times. That's so sad. So avoiding them wasn't hard except at holidays. My parents caved and let them come to Thanksgiving and Christmas. What's
That's
left?
weird.
What's left? They colonized your whole fucking family environment. What are you talking about? Just Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Bro,
stuff.
that's fucking weird. There's 1,000 guys out there.
I knew you'd like this one.
There's more than 1,000 guys, but
Man, not really.
I can't count that high.
1,005 or 1,009
yeah.
and a half. Okay. See, I'm inclusive. Okay. James seemed way too invested in getting back on my good side when he was around. And apparently it made my sister jealous because she started acting brattier than normal when they were around.
Mm-hmm.
The last weekend was a milestone birthday for my mom, and I thought it would be a good chance to introduce them to my boyfriend, Todd, 29 male. Wait, do we know what's going on?
Sounds like she got a new boyfriend.
Yeah. Wait, I don't remember this part.
Okay.
Mom gave it the okay, and Todd actually made a great impression on the family. James was there. Oh, right. She got a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. James was there with my sister, and he was pissed and left early. My sister called me later and yelled at me for upsetting James and trying to make him jealous to get his attention. I told her she knew she was getting a cheat when she decided to date my sloppy seconds, and he was no longer my problem.
Yeah.
Since then, she's blown up on social media venting about it, and she's refusing to see my parents for the holidays if Todd and I are there. My parents think she's over the top and acting out, but she's on the case so much they want me to try and smooth it over and apologize for calling him sloppy seconds. I think it was an act of desperation.
What's an act of desperation? Her sister being with this guy?
Yeah, and well, probably the guy was trying to actually get back with the sister.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly.
Yeah, because otherwise, why would he be pissed that there's a new boyfriend?
Exactly. Otherwise, you're just chill.
But the crazy part is the sister wanting the OP to not bring her boyfriend because it's upsetting to
with the family environment, which you did.
Yeah, exactly.
You just did that. You made it
She did
uncomfortable.
the exact same thing.
You made it toxic, brother.
Like, oh, so I'm not allowed to date anyone anymore because my ex who's dating my sister for some reason will be upset about it.
Dude, in the words of the immortal Hulk Hogan, he would say, "Let me tell you something, brother." Right? Mm-hmm. About the ex.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. The aggressive part of it.
Oh, I thought you meant the brother part of it.
No. Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's not what I meant, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
I'm confounding the message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this person is not the asshole.
Definitely not. I thought she was going to end up being the asshole because I thought it was going to be like she assumed he was cheating and he wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
Which we still don't know. Like, okay.
We don't know.
Off the bat, I didn't jump in, but as much as I don't, cheating would be a deal breaker. And I don't condone, I would not stay with somebody who cheated.
But
I would confront them about it. I wouldn't just like say, ha, you're dead to rights and block them on everything before they have a chance to respond.
That's good.
Like, because what if it was a misunderstanding?
It wasn't in this case.
For sure.
But that's true.
But it could have been.
That's true.
And
it's like, oh, I met this guy at the state fair. I forgot this was your ex because he grew a beard, for example. That's what you're getting at.
no, I was talking about like the original cheating thing, meeting up with a girl for the weekend or whatever.
Okay.
And I don't know what the original text that she saw was.
Yeah.
Like that maybe it was very obvious he was about to cheat.
But isn't it just dirty pool to be with your family's ex?
Yeah, no. That part,
That's
that was a
pool.
twist I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
So that part is like disturbing.
Yeah,
like the
that's
sister has issues.
Yeah, there
Like,
needs to be
out of all the people that are available out there, why would you need to date the ex? It kind of reminds me of when my ex started dating your ex and then tagging me in stuff.
Yeah, well,
Like to get, it almost feels like they were trying to get attention.
maybe
This person, like,
perhaps
because like they sought out a specific person. Like he sought out her sister.
Yeah.
He sought out her sister to date the sister so that he could get in touch with OP, who he hadn't been able to get in touch with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, like, that part is like, how does a sister not realize she's being used?
So, in that case, right? Like this example you're setting. Mm-hmm. For example, my ex gets with your ex.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be like while you and me are like still on YouTube and doing really good.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, in that case, it's like, oh yeah, well that's like, and you guys are just like constantly tagging us and trying to like get our attention and like trying to get us to like at you and stuff like that. And I don't really know where I was going with that.
Well, it just
but I just
seemed
wanted to say like that. Yeah,
it
that is
seemed
scummy.
like
yeah, that is
the
scummy.
middle person is being used.
Correct.
And I don't get how the sister didn't realize that she's being used after all of that. Like instead of getting mad at the boyfriend, she's getting mad at her sister or like the OP because of she's jealous.
To try and be a good gal pal right now and like almost like I'm a chick on Big Mood. Mm-hmm. What if the dick is so good? You know what I mean?
All right.
Isn't that what chicks say?
Yeah. That's fair.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Thank you. And with that, we're going to go on a break. And when we come back, more Am I the Asshole? With some dubious questions.
Yeah, let us know in the comments who you think is the asshole in this, because so far
it's split.
Yeah, it's
a little split.
It's been split.
And I want it to be split.
The alarm one was split.
Exactly.
This last one, she's clearly not the asshole.
She's kind of a dick, though.
But is the sister the asshole?
Oh, yeah. Sister's asshole. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. We just want to take a break to tell you thanks for listening to our podcast. And if you want to rate it, that would be really awesome for us.
Listen, we're on break. We're not talking to you like podcast hosts right now. We're just talking to you like people.
As a friend.
And we just want to say, please rate the show because it helps out huge amounts.
Like, we're not desperate. We're like kind of desperate.
We're giving shout outs right now to all the people who are giving it ratings. So huge shout out right now to Brian Jorgensen. That was sick of you, dude. Thank you. God bless. Huge shout out right now to Mark W. in Springfield, Connecticut.
Back to our podcast.
Jenny Blythe.
Hey, back to our podcast.
In Tuscany,
and
Florida.
Back to our podcast.
God bless you. Thank you.
Steven.
Thank you for supporting the show. And welcome back to the Shit What That They Do Not Tell You What About podcast.
Okay.
And to continue with our Am I the Asshole spree. Nikki Limo Green.
Yes, sir.
My wife.
Yes.
Lover.
Uh-huh.
Sex partner.
I thought you were going to say sister. I was like, don't.
I wish.
Say that.
That'll never happen.
I know.
But you know what?
You don't stand a chance.
That's what masks are for. And that's why I have you wear one often and every night.
I do wear a mask of Steve's sisters.
Every night.
When we are together.
Especially when we are making love.
Okay, continue.
Am I the asshole for not letting my girlfriend eat the non-bread we ordered? By the way, my mom listens to the show. It must be a ride for her. It must.
Oh no!
You know what she actually told me recently? I'll be so honest right now. She was like, Steven, I agree with you. I don't know why we were so crazy about sex stuff when you were growing up. And I was like, thank you. That's awesome. That's actually a huge win for me. Because I've been like a big believer in why were you guys so nuts about that shit growing up? Because it's not a big deal. It's good when I like hearing that you and the old man are fucking. I don't want to see it, but I like hearing it if it ever happens. But with me and the wife here, if you know that we're doing it, which, hey, we're back. Let's go.
Why are you talking like a dad?
We're back. Let's go.
Me and the wife here.
but we're
Mormon neighbors.
I think it's a good thing when you're loving on your chick. Or you're loving on your dude. I think it's a good thing.
Me too.
But so she actually gave me that recently, which is a wild moment. It's like a breakthrough in therapy.
That's what I'm saying. Parents can grow and evolve and start to understand things and then want to say hey, yeah, I don't know why I did that.
You're right.
Sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Am I the asshole for not letting my girlfriend eat the non-bread we ordered?
100%.
I don't think so. We'll see.
Okay.
My girlfriend and I got takeout from an Indian restaurant we like and order from usually when our budget allows us. This place is really the only good Indian place anywhere near us.
Oh, and I want Indian.
But I like Indian.
Yeah.
We both like Indian. But it's very pricey. So we try to keep our orders small. 1 entree for me, 1 entree for her, and a small side of naan bread that we share. Thing is, the side of bread isn't very much, and the entree just isn't the same without it. Isn't that true?
That's so true.
So true. So it seriously annoys me when she eats the bread without dipping it in her curry. It's such a waste of the little bread that we get. We only get so much bread. I told her this before, and she says it's not my concern how she eats her food.
Yeah, I agree.
Except it is my concern because she's wasting a shared side. He put that in all caps, shared.
If it's her half or the shared half.
Whatever, I let it go each time. That's what he says.
Okay.
This time, she didn't order curry like she normally does. No. She got biryani, rice, and meat. So I was happy. I would get the bread to myself.
This guy.
While we were eating, she reaches over. This bitch had the temerity and the audacity and the gall to reach over for the bread and eats a piece on its own. I got annoyed and I moved the bread away.
Whoa, this guy has crazy issues.
And I told her she doesn't need the bread since she hasn't eaten a curry. And she doesn't need bread, whereas I'm eating a curry, so I do need bread. And also, her entree comes with rice, and she can't eat that. She got offended and ended up threatening not to pay her share for the food next time.
This is so funny.
This guy's the best. She also called me a greedy asshole and took her food and ate the rest in our bedroom.
I hope she smeared her food on his side.
Well, hopefully not the biryani.
Yeah.
Because you can't smear it very easily. It's a mess. It's a total mess. You use a vacuum or a dust buster. My friends are split. One of them says, I'm in the right. It's too much carbs for one meal.
Oh my God.
Tell me about it. I'm telling you, this post is creative writing seminar.
Yeah, exactly. I hope this is all fiction.
It's too much carbs for one meal for her to have bread and rice. But the other friend essentially also called me a greedy asshole. It's been hours. She's been ignoring me. Am I the asshole?
Mm-hmm. This is a slam dunk asshole case, but
wait, but
this has got to be some childhood issues.
Is it though? Okay, I have to. I'll be so honest right now. I'm not even trolling. There's a part of me that understands what he's going through, and I'm just saying this. I'm not even trolling. I know that it seems like I'm trolling.
It does seem like you're trolling.
I'm gonna take off my sunglasses. Okay. Check this out. So previously on Shit They Don't Tell You, Nikki talked about, oh, I wanted to go to Playlist Live. And I was like, you don't need to go to Playlist Live. And she's like, oh no, I need to go to Playlist Live. And like, oh, Steve's just had his fucking card eaten when we were in the UK. Yeah. And then we come home. Mm-hmm. And like, I had to cover a lot of what was going on there.
I wasn't able to go to Playlist Live because Steve took my money.
I stole Nikki's money. Basically. That helps. So that's a good summation. I stole Nikki's funds, right? Yeah. No. So we get home and then Nikki's like, hey, you should buy my flight for Playlist so we can just go together. Yeah. And I'm like, no.
Since you owe me that amount of money.
Like, no.
Since you owe me this amount of money and I no longer have it.
We collectively are not spending money on going to Playlist Live no matter what happens. Mm-hmm. That's like having some of that non-bread. It's like, I'm watching you. Just eat it raw. You're not dipping it in the sauce. It's a waste on you. What is your fucking problem? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, it's not. Again, your analogies are really off this episode.
No, this is a good analogy.
They're so off.
No, because it's like, it's wasted on you. We give you Playlist Live tickets. It's $1,000 to send you to fucking Florida.
No, but this is like if you want all the Playlist Live to yourself.
I don't want it to myself.
Yeah, I know. But
I want you to utilize it correctly.
This guy, no, he's saying that to cover the fact that he just really wants more naan with his meal.
That?
Yeah, because he said it. He said he can't afford more naan, but he really wants it with the meal. But he has to really spread it thin, like because like he has to split this side of naan bread, and he just really wishes he could have the whole thing. But like, and then it pisses him off more because like he wants it all, and then she's not even eating it right.
You don't think that this cat is just like, she's just eating it raw? What's the even fucking point? Because it's a vessel. Let's be honest. Naan bread's a vessel. You eat naan bread just alone, you're kind of an asshole. It's a vessel. It's a dipping. It's like eating a chicken nugget raw. Why would you do such a thing to humanity? Do you agree?
No, I don't.
You think you just eat chicken nuggets just willy nilly?
I don't eat chicken nuggets.
No sauce, huh?
I don't eat chicken nuggets.
Well, that's why you're
but
not
he's
qualified.
not fighting about the sauce. He's fighting about the nugget.
Baby, this is why you're not qualified to talk about this topic.
Yeah.
You're just not qualified.
Right. But I eat a lot of Indian food. Just buy another fucking side of naan. Jesus Christ. Do you need a GoFundMe for a $5 side of naan?
Listen.
It's fucking $5.
Listen.
Like if they don't even eat there often.
I will say this though. Not to attack him, because I'm with him on this, and you're an asshole, actually. You're the asshole.
I'm the asshole.
But if you go to Trader Joe's, you get some fucking bomb-ass naan for like $3. Not even $3.
Yeah.
You put that shit in the oven, and it's fucking legit
It's the
naan.
same shit.
And you're Gucci anyways.
Or you can watch a Tasty Tuesday video. I made naan bread, and it was legit.
It was legit. And it only cost her
a lot of time.
27
a
hours
lot of time. A lot of time.
her life to make. Because I was there.
But my point is, if it's going to cause you to feel like this fucking type of way towards your partner, that's worth $5 to buy another side of naan bread.
But don't you want to see what your partner's made of?
I don't like my partner telling me how the fuck to do things.
But okay.
I don't like that at all. And I don't know if you know that about me.
I do, but
I don't even know that about me.
I will say this. If you were the type of Nikki that you're not this type of Nikki, but if you were the type of Nikki to just eat chicken nuggets raw, and I'm sitting there and we got all kinds of fucking sauces.
Why do you keep calling it chicken? Just use the Indian food. Like you don't have to make an analogy.
It's different.
You don't need an analogy.
I need it.
No, you don't. You don't need another food analogy.
Look,
we eat Indian food.
I don't dip much. I don't.
You're wasting it.
I just don't.
You're right. Steve does waste it on bread.
Thank you.
I fucking have to.
I know I do.
heat it up the next day.
I own it. I don't dip much. I dip rarely. But with nugs, I dip.
So you're the asshole.
No.
Yeah, you need to use a separate food analogy for this one. This guy would hate you.
No.
This guy would shame your family.
I'm his champion.
This guy would be like, what a fucking waste.
No.
This guy fucking doesn't dip naan.
No, I'm this guy's champion. I'm his hero.
Wow. I want to write to this guy and show a picture of you just fucking wasting naan.
Shit, please don't.
That's why you have to use an analogy, because I make a sandwich out of it. So I put the rice and the naan.
She would.
It's live disgusting. Off carbs.
It's disgusting.
Like there's no such thing as too many carbs. I literally live off carbs.
Will
I put the
make
rice,
a curry sandwich, and she'll put fucking Taco Bell cinnamon twists in the middle.
Sure.
And crunch it all together. It's disgusting.
That actually sounds great with Indian food. But yeah, you put the tikka masala on top of the rice, on top of the naan. Like, what else do you need in life? What else do you need in life? And here, granted, I eat it the right way.
Yeah.
But this girlfriend.
So what you just said.
I don't judge you.
You get the tikka. No, imagine what you just said. You get the tikka masala.
Yeah.
You got the rice. And you put the tikka masala on the rice, and then you have the naan after you have your sip of fucking water. There's no dippage whatsoever.
No dippage.
Yeah, you're the asshole. If you take naan, dry naan, you're not dipping it into any tikka masala sauce. You're the asshole.
It's a boat. I'm not dipping. I'm pouring onto the naan.
That's not what they said. That's not what you just said.
It's what he's talking about.
He's saying it's unutilized naan. It's not used.
What are you talking about?
The naan is dry.
No, but mine's not dry. It's covered in tikka masala.
Yeah, I know yours is.
You stupid ass bitch.
No, I know yours is, motherfucker. You you're
Whoa. Well,
Darcy, I'm sorry. Okay, now we get ads. Now we get ads. Now we get ads.
So anyway, yeah.
Darcy, you're just sorry.
I literally would go into debt to buy more naan if this was my problem.
Honestly, same. But like, if you didn't actually drench it, which you do, you're a good wife.
You don't.
You're a good wife. You're a good wife.
So defend the non-dipping naan.
Wait, I do dip it. You think I just eat naan raw?
You just said you don't. You're not much of a dipper.
No, outside of nugs. And
you were not talking about nugs. We're talking about naan.
But you brought up nugs.
No, I didn't.
It's been your narrative the whole time. No, look, I'm not much of a dipper when it comes to most things. But yeah, naan is one thing and nugs is another. And that's it. Give me the honey. Give me the fucking barbecue sauce. Give me the Tasco. Okay. Right? But then like outside of naan, I'm out. I'm not dipping.
You're not dipping your non.
No, you gotta own it.
So that's what I'm
You
saying.
gotta be a good
How
chef.
can you possibly defend this guy, OP, when you're the girlfriend in the situation?
Don't call me the girlfriend
You're the
situation. That makes
girlfriend.
me feel like I'm a bitch or something.
Well,
And that doesn't feel good.
if the shoot
Because I'm
fits.
online. I'm online right now. People are watching me online right now. They're going, wait, is this guy really a bitch? And that hurts my feelings.
Kind of.
So be careful about that because you might ruin my reputation.
You're wearing a lot of necklaces.
I knew that one would be so good.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I think about it, to be honest with you. I just am like, yeah. Nikki,
How do you not know what you think about it?
No,
Like,
Nikki's
this guy
right.
is being a fucking controlling asshole. He's being weird. He has some childhood trauma issues about sharing. It's a scarcity mindset. Like, there's never going to be enough non for him.
Yeah.
And like he's taking it out on the non, but it's like probably expanded to the rest of his life, which is why they can't afford more non, because he has like this scarcity mindset of like there not being enough of something, and so when someone wastes it, it's like in his mind that they wasted
Sometimes
it.
guys can decide better than you can. For example, am I the asshole for buying my girlfriend a really expensive dress, even though she told me not to?
Well, did she say nah, or did she say, "Oh, I don't think I can afford it"?
You're talking like an asshole.
Okay.
I, 35 male, decided to buy my girlfriend, 29 female, a very beautiful, expensive dress. She was eyeing that dress from the moment we got to the mall.
Yeah.
But when I asked if she wanted
It was a yes no.
she said no.
It was a yes no.
Don't get me wrong. I love women, especially my girlfriend. I love the way that ass moves. I love the way that
That's
pussy
not what it
claps.
says.
That's what it says. But sometimes I really don't understand them. Their eyes say they want it, but their mouths say no. See? Like, make your mind up.
No.
Oh, shit. Hot. That's why my mom warned me about sex. Anyway, we went around the mall to buy a few more things for our new house. But before we left, we passed by the store with the dress, and I once again asked if she wanted it. She, of course, said no. So I explained to her that if she doesn't want it, don't look at it. Then she told me that she did, in fact, want it, but definitely couldn't afford it.
See, it was a yes no.
I love spoiling my girlfriend. I make a good amount of money. I always take her out on dates, but her jewelry, and buy her jewelry. He says but her jewelry, but yeah,
I meant buy, yeah.
I think I'm cleaning up for him. But now I didn't understand why she didn't want me to butt her that dress. Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know what you're doing here.
Just correct him so we don't have to do it in our
I
heads.
know, but my God. I told her to go try it on and I will pay for it. I told her that I will not take no for an answer.
Okay.
She agreed. Finally, but said she would pay for it, saying it probably wouldn't even be that expensive. She tried it on, and when I tell you guys, I felt like the guy in the movie where they see a girl walking down the stairs in a beautiful dress. I felt exactly like that. She got changed out of it, went to the counter. However, the lady at the counter told us it will be around $3,000.
Holy shit.
$3,000 fucking dollars.
Where did they go for this dress?
Exactly, dude. Where do you even go? You're at like H&M Plus?
Jeez. Yeah, H&M Plus, definitely.
H&M Plus.
That's expensive.
Holy shit, dude. Exactly. She got mad and started calling me an asshole. Okay, so get this. The girlfriend says she didn't actually want it, but I just paid for it. She got mad and started calling me an asshole, and that because of me, everyone will start to think she's just a gold digger. And she also told me she could never be independent when she's around me. So am I the asshole for buying girlfriend a dress after she said she didn't want it?
No. His girlfriend has insecurities, and she doesn't want people to judge her on you buying her something, because there is this like stigma where people will call her a gold digger and stuff, and think that she's just dating you for your money or whatever. But if you want to spoil your girlfriend, no, I don't think that makes you an asshole. It's just that she's got to work around her issues, or just say thank you. Like, I don't know.
You think she should just learn to say thank you?
I mean, if
that would help a lot.
He said he's not taking no for an answer, and she said she wanted the dress.
That's a good point.
She said, "I want this, but can't afford it." That's exactly what I was looking for. Is it I don't want this dress, it's ugly, or is it oh my god, I love this dress, but I can't afford it? Yeah. It's his money. Let him fucking buy you a dress.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't like it, pawn that shit.
Pawn it, dude.
No, but like that's really sweet of him. Like it sounds like the intentions came from this place of, wow, you look beautiful in that dress. Let me buy it for you. Like, and then $3,000. Okay, here you go. Like he makes enough money. He says he doesn't really. It doesn't sound like it burdened him. It doesn't sound like he was doing it to force her to wear something she didn't want to wear. It doesn't sound like he was doing it to be the cool guy. It sounds like he genuinely wanted to spoil her, and like it was a dress that she could never afford. And
yeah, she has some kind of deep-seated insecurity.
Yeah, deep-seated issues. I mean, when we first started dating, you were the first guy that's ever done that, where like, I mean, it wasn't no $3,000 dress, but it was like, might as well have been, because I remember specifically these pair of like black pants from Express.
Yes, I remember
that were $60, yep. And that could have been like $3,000 to me, because like that was just
you
so
had like
expensive.
45 cents in your bank.
Yeah, I had like no money. I could never pay $60 for a pair of pants. Yeah. And you surprised me with them, and that like almost made me cry. And I did feel guilty because
but you didn't cry though. You made me feel like shit.
No, I didn't.
And I'm exposing it.
Shut up. No, I said
on this platform.
Thank you, and like I also felt like super guilty that I couldn't afford my own cothes.
But right, and
I mean, I couldn't afford nice clothes like that.
Well, but, dude, you were.
But you loved spoiling. You liked that
it's
reaction.
My love language.
You liked that reaction. I was actually watching this documentary on Mr. Beast about him. The first brand deal he got where he demanded $10,000 so that he'd give it all away to a homeless guy. And he just like the joy that he gets off of just the surprise of that person not expecting that and like being that it's like a thing that would really affect their life in a positive way where it doesn't mean as much to the person giving it.
Mr. Beast is tight. I've been saying he's the Mother Teresa of our time for
You're the Mr. Beast of Express pants.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I like the way they look on you. And in fact,
these aren't them.
I got a little fall preview tonight.
These aren't them.
Well, but Limo hasn't worn pants in like fucking months.
Yeah, it's fall.
Around the house, but like
it was 99 degrees today here on the last week of August.
Yeah.
But I was reading an article about how people tend to get colds during this time of transitioning into fall because they still treat it like summer, where they're gallivanting around in their shorts and their tank tops.
Okay.
And you need to be like drinking hot beverages and soups and stuff and transitioning your body into a colder
It's too hot.
weather.
Shut the fuck up. We live in Nevada.
You want pants or no pants?
We live in Nevada.
You want me to wear pants or no pants?
Wear the pants. Justify it however you like. Commit war crimes and atrocities if you must. Okay. Last one. Here we go.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor enough is enough? And you know what? To all my neighbors, perhaps this is about you. Here we go.
Enough is enough.
Our neighbor claims we're making a lot of noise at all hours of the day. We've tried to be accommodating, but it's not working. The first time the neighbor came to the door was in November 2022. My girlfriend was visiting family. I was asleep. The neighbor arrived a bit before 12 o'clock, banging and ringing the doorbell intensely until I answered. He asked if it was us who was making so much noise, and we eventually figured out it must have been from the shared living space above us. 6 to 8 students, small private rooms, shared kitchen, living room, which had been awful the past year. So much so that I had to start taking heavy sleeping meds and using earplugs.
Jeez.
The next time he came in was July. On a Friday or Saturday evening, my girlfriend was sitting on the couch and I was on my PC. Good for him.
Yeah.
No Apple.
Wow. Can't airdrop anything. Hope you like your life.
But he's got that shared Windows thing. That's cool. Okay. Again, he complained that there had been a lot of noise lately. However, we had been visiting family out of town the week before, so it wasn't us. Nonetheless, I took the initiative to exchange Facebooks so he could PM us, or people say this is PM means penis message. You send a picture of your penis to the guy.
Not what it means.
That's what I think. That's what I think it means.
And by the way, You
penis
could have
message.
said DMs and dick messages all the same. That's what
he says PM.
That's what the modern term is.
So this is when you send a picture of your penis to a guy as collateral for the secret that he's about to tell you and the secret that you're about to give him.
Okay.
Okay. So then they gave each other pictures of each other's dicks.
Right.
So that they could then have an honest conversation.
So you could touch the pictures and go, and then now they're bonded.
That could be.
Yeah.
Okay. So when he hears noise, he could just penis message me.
Right.
And then we could see, where we're at or what we're doing at the time. Every time messages have been sent, we have either been away at work or studies, or we have been sleeping. We go to bed around 10 p.m. since I work full time and my girlfriend works and studies. We received messages at 1 a.m. last week. Of course, I didn't respond until the morning. Today, my girlfriend got up, and just before 7 a.m., she received a message from the neighbor shortly after asking if we're slamming cabinets. I replied that my girlfriend had been to the bathroom. This is so private.
Yeah.
I also mentioned that it's an exaggeration to say that if someone's slamming cabinets and that some noise should be expected when living in an apartment building, like naturally, right?
Why can't he just keep saying that's the fucking people above them? I know. Like why aren't the people above them the first people to get messaged?
He gave this person too much access, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. It happens, man.
But also just explain to him it's the people above you.
Yep. So he says, I must say I'm starting to get a little bit tired of this, right? We're quiet in the morning. We don't try to wake each other up. So like, why is this guy fucking waking up? The neighbor came to the door, very angry and aggressive. He still sent an email with audio recordings and video to our shared landlord, and also informed the next tenant about us as they're moving in 2 months. He was clenching his fists and speaking through his teeth, looking like he wanted to brawl. I thought he came across as almost threatening. I told him just enough is enough. We've disproven almost all the claims he brought to us as us being noisy.
Yeah.
But he's completely locked to the idea. And I said, we're not getting anywhere with this. I ended the conversation. This is the first time we've received any complaints about making noise in our 5 years of living together in flats. That is a dead giveaway. He's a limey.
Yes.
He's a dead fucking
He said
UKer.
PM.
He's a soccer fan. He likes to watch
we got
shitty
it.
sports. Okay. Crooked teeth, bad food.
Okay. Probably doesn't even dip his non.
It doesn't. He doesn't.
I know he doesn't.
And they have access to the best food. They eat it dry. Those scumbags. They like peas more. Okay. As mentioned, we're mostly away during the day, and evenings are mostly about cooking and going to bed early. We still hear people living above us today, but not to the extent that it's disturbing us. My girlfriend finds the whole situation uncomfortable and no longer wants to open the door if someone knocks, and we're afraid to meet him outside. I think this was just like he's the asshole.
Who, the neighbor?
The neighbor.
Of course.
When I first read this, I was like, this could be fun.
Well, it reminds me of our condo.
Oh,
where
yeah.
we got accused of
That's why.
yeah.
That's why.
That's why you picked it.
That's why.
So at our last place, there was a very unwell person who lived with his parents. His parents owned the condo, but he lived there with them, and he would shout every day out his window obscenities. It was very loud, but I think the whole complex just kind of dealt with it because it was the pandemic, and he already had he was bipolar or had some issues, and he was off medication.
Which was confirmed to us by the parents.
By the parents, he was off his medications, and because enough people were complaining about it, and they're like, we don't know how to he's off his medications, and we don't know how to get him back on it, right? Yeah. Anyway, apparently one night, early morning, night, whatever, he thought somebody in our direction accused him of raping somebody. So he posted notes on all of our doors that he was gonna. It
was like a manifesto of that
he was gonna come after.
Here's what's happening, and he's gonna get revenge.
Yeah, all this stuff, and me and the neighbors, us and the neighbors right next door to us, were really scared of this guy because he said it was a female's voice. So he was targeting women that lived on the end of this of the block, and so it was just me and this other girl.
Yes.
That was it.
You're both going down for the crime.
And neither of us did that. We were both asleep.
Duh. You're asleep at 10:30 every night.
Yeah. And so he's saying that someone shouted at him at 2 a.m. and he knows it was one of us. And so
so we did like a community chat with everybody, and like it was like a Zoom chat during COVID and stuff. And like this guy was like pointing at Nikki, being like it was her and
you
shit.
did it.
You did it. So sure.
But
indicting her.
We were fortunate enough that our next door neighbors were on the same page as us.
Yeah.
And we were both scared. So they actually gave us a Ring camera.
Yes.
Like they gave us security cameras and devices because they
had just come out by then.
Yeah.
It was like 2019. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was like.
It was 2020.
But like, it was like, oh shit, this is tight. Like, and then,
But imagine like the next door neighbors coming and saying that we're the ones shouting every day. You know,
legit.
I would just be like, it's clearly the guy that's right there. Like he literally shouts all the fucking time. All the time. Like, how do you keep accusing the wrong person?
Dude, and like ask the taco stand, like those guys were my bros.
Yeah.
Like we lived like within like fucking 75 feet of a taco stand. And so I used to go there all the time. And they knew about this guy who yelled all the time. Everyone knew.
You could hear it no matter what unit you were in. It just
bounces off all the concrete walls because we lived in a concrete
I just
jungle.
think that this OP is a little pussy.
Yeah,
like for not,
puss.
but like if the neighbor's like, hey, is it you slamming cabinets? And then you rat your girlfriend out as if it might be her. Like it's not her.
I know,
it's
bro.
not her slapping.
To even
well, my girlfriend went to
idea-
the bathroom, so it might have been her. No, don't give him that. You give an inch, they take a mile. Like why would you even suggest that it possibly could be her?
Correct.
Like just go. No, again, it's the people upstairs.
Correct.
There's literally students from a college living upstairs. It's them. Stop coming to my door.
And with that, that's all the time we have for you today. If you want to support the show, the best way to support the show.
Am I the pussy?
Check us out on Patreon.
Yes, you are.
Patreon.com/sticky. You get the show a day prior to when everyone else gets the show. You also get to hear Crypto Corner every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also do free roll poker tournaments every single month. You can basically earn back the amount of money you spend.
It's very true.
Being on the freaking Patreon. But yeah, we love you guys. And also, coming, well, basically right now, win the Woo Man's Woo, right? Crypto Corner Fantasy Football League is back.
It's back.
Win Steve Green's Woo. There's nothing more prestigious than perhaps holding some of the Woo Man's Woo. So that's your opportunity to enjoy it.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.